Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. We're back again for another Mum Suit Monday from the Mummers Museum, located in South Philadelphia, right off I-95 at 2nd and Washington Avenue, right where Mummers Row starts. So get on down here. If you've been tuning in every week, we get you up close and personal with some of the costumes that are here. We're giving you some history. You can kind of see how the fabrication goes with costuming, fabrics that are used, how pieces are put together, and we're going to do that right now. This one is another costume that has a little bit of deeper meaning for myself, so I'm going to share this with you. Let me turn the camera around for you right now. So we've recently discussed a costume from the Ferko String Band 1996 Championship. This costume is from the year prior, 1995, with their cavalry theme. This was supposed to be my first year up the street. I grew up in Maine, central Maine, and there was a snowstorm that year, 1995, and I was not able to make it to the parade. I actually spent New Year's Day on the ski slopes, and my grandmother gave me the call that night to tell me that the Hegeman String Band had won, and I was in shock. But this is Ferko String Band 1995. Some will argue that this show should have won. Musically off the charts. But I'm not going to argue that right now. But let's take a look at how this costume was made. Back in 1995, so this is a micro dot fabric, and I guess this at the time was kind of a cutting edge fabric in mummery. Not quite a fabric that's used often today. So it's actually kind of surprising to see, back in 1995, this was a quality suit. And you can see they've used the same fabric on the hat. Again, I don't think this would have been done today in today's parade. I think this would have been modernized quite a bit, to be honest with you. So it's very, very interesting for someone like me to see. I'm sure many other mum heads who have an understanding of what goes on probably also surprised by this. However, this fabric does shine, so in front of those lights, and they did go up at night that year. I'm sure this costume was shining real bright in the TV lights. So let's talk about the fabrics. On the pant, again, we're seeing bangoline, right? Bangoline, very, very popular fabric. We've been through this before about how easy it is to use, the number of colors that it comes in. You've got kind of this diamond work. I'm trying to figure out. It looks like a peacock. We call this color peacock. It's kind of a green, real pretty color. I'm actually surprised to see this color on this suit. And then we've got what's called Clio. Looks like peacock and silver. So you're seeing kind of a dot silver play out with that peacock color. And then we've got some rows of gold braid sequin around the bottom cuff of the pant with a yellow bengaline stripe down the side. So that's our pant. We've got on the cuff itself, it's got a rolled sleeve with a red undersleeve coming out. Feels like a heavy spandex that's been bonded. Again, you've got that dot sequin fabric. Here we've got an overlay, again with the yellow bangoline trimmed with braid and a 6mm red sequin. Same on the shoulder flange and the same on the neckerchief here. Just the yellow bangoline with a red braid trim. Just to give you kind of an insight, today you would see jewels here, jewels here. On the belt is very, very plain. That is made of plastic. It's like a black vinyl with the yellow bangoline. Again, in today's parade, we would see some jewels or artwork done in here. Very much more detail today. Here you've got a fringe coming off of the shoulder, and then I think this hat's really cool. The design, the shape. We've got the arrow going through, and then I really like how we did the red, white, and blue for the cavalry as the trim on this hat. That red, white, and blue really plays in well. The arrow as well. Red, white, and blue. Silver, white, and blue. Or no white. Silver, blue, and red on the arrow. I'm looking through the camera and trying to look in person as well. But yeah, composition, it might be nostalgia for me. I love this suit. I absolutely love it. Like I said, a modernized version would be interesting to see. Since this was now 30 years ago, 1995, second prize, string band, Ferko string band. And for bonus footage, we've got sketches for that show right here. So if you're unaware of this show, it was, kind of a Cowboys Indians, Cavalry Indian throwback theme. Musically unreal for its time musically. And they had such a great band in the mid 90s. You could YouTube this show. Just go to YouTube and type in Ferko String Band 1995, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm happy to see this. Again, I missed this show. I was stuck in the snow up in New England, up in Maine, skiing. But yeah, real nice to see this along with the artwork. This is great. So again, you can see this stuff all for yourself by visiting the Mummers Museum in South Philadelphia. Thank you again for tuning in for another Mum Suit Monday with JMK Costuming and Show Design, the Philly Mummer Costumer. This is Jeff Kirby. We'll see you next week for another episode. Take care. Bye.